The story begins in a small town called Grantham in England, where Margaret Roberts was born in 1925. She was the daughter of a grocer, and from a very young age, she learned the value of hard work, discipline, and determination. Her father, Alfred Roberts, was not just a shopkeeper but also a local politician, and his speeches and principles deeply influenced Margaret's thinking. Margaret was not like most girls of her time. She was ambitious, focused, and unafraid to speak her mind. At school, she excelled academically and later earned a place at Oxford University, where she studied chemistry. However, it was not science that captured her heart, it was politics. During her time at Oxford, she became actively involved in the Conservative Association. This was where her journey into leadership truly began. She stood out not only because she was a woman in a male-dominated field, but because she was fearless in her opinions. After graduating, she worked as a research chemist and later trained as a barrister. But her true goal remained clear. She wanted to enter Parliament. Despite facing multiple rejections and setbacks, Margaret never gave up. Her persistence paid off in 1959 when she was elected as the Member of Parliament for Finchley. This marked the beginning of a political journey that would change Britain forever. By the 1970s, Britain was facing serious economic challenges. Inflation was rising, strikes were common, and the country seemed to be losing its global strength. It was during this time that Margaret Thatcher emerged as a powerful voice within the Conservative Party. In 1975, she made a bold and unexpected move. She challenged Edward Heath, the leader of her own party, and won. This made her the first woman to lead a major political party in the United Kingdom. Many doubted her, but she refused to be underestimated. Margaret Thatcher believed in reducing government control and encouraging individual responsibility. Her ideas were strong, clear, and often controversial. She argued that Britain needed change, even if it was difficult. In 1979, she became the Prime Minister of the United Kingdom, the first woman ever to hold the position. Her leadership style was firm, decisive, and uncompromising. This is when she earned the nickname the Iron Lady. Her policies included reducing taxes, privatizing state-owned industries, and taking a tough stance against trade unions. While some people supported her vision, others strongly opposed her methods. Protests and strikes became a regular part of British life. Yet, through all the criticism and pressure, she stood her ground. Margaret Thatcher believed she was doing what was necessary to rebuild Britain's strength. Margaret Thatcher's time in power was marked by both success and controversy. One of the defining moments of her leadership came in 1982, during the Falklands War. When Argentina invaded the Falkland Islands, Thatcher responded with military force. Britain's victory strengthened her reputation as a strong and decisive leader. Throughout the 1980s, her economic policies transformed the country. Industries were privatized, and the economy began to grow. However, these changes also led to unemployment and hardship for many communities, particularly in industrial areas. Despite criticism, Thatcher won 3 consecutive general elections, making her one of the longest-serving prime ministers in British history. Her influence on British politics was undeniable. However, by 1990, divisions within her own party began to grow. Her introduction of the poll tax caused widespread protests and unrest. Eventually, she was forced to resign as prime minister. Margaret Thatcher left office as one of the most influential and debated leaders in modern history. Some viewed her as a hero who restored Britain's power, while others saw her as a leader who divided the nation. Regardless of opinion, one thing remains certain: Margaret Thatcher changed the United Kingdom forever. Her legacy continues to shape British politics to this day.